Well, we've officially got our little bluey hearty things, like them. See them? No, look. Yep, we got it. We got them. We've been told that about 7 minutes and we're going down underground. Now, if I don't come back in the next, say, 5 hours, I didn't make it. But I'm hoping to get back. By the way, we had a great dinner last night. I highly recommend Krakow for food. I know I said earlier on that the people, and I'm not talking about these guys picking away here. Look. Hey, buddies. What's going on? These are salt mine pigeons. Look at them. Poor buggers. Alright. No, I'm just saying that there's some great restaurants right off the market. And it doesn't matter where you go. They all look so appetizing. And the food, we went into this place last night. It was kind of a Mexican feel to it and then an Indian feel to it. When I say Indian, I mean Native American feel. And you go down into cellars. We were in such a beautiful spot, and I'm very sorry that I didn't take my camera with me last night. I would have been able to bring you some of that footage, but I think I'm going to say the best value for money I think we've ever experienced. We had Pinot Grigio, we had a full bottle, and we had a starter, we had main course, and we had dessert, and most beautiful apple pie. Now, the whole lot I think came to about, I'd say no more than, what was it, 60 euro? About 35 euro, no more than 30 euro each. And like if you know yourself, if you go out and you try and get a steak or something, you will find that most of the restaurants in Ireland would be charging you 35 euro up and more for just for your steak, and then your sides are extra. But over here, the value for money is unbelievable. This morning we ate in the hotel, and that was a fantastic breakfast. We arrived just a little bit late, but they still never, like they would hoosh you out, no chance. They told you just to take everything you need and work from there. And we done just that. And yeah, already heard what we had to do with the bus. Oh, we better go over here. This is our tour guide now, and he's just to the salt mines, and you don't want to upset him. We're getting tickets now. So I'll talk to you soon. I have to say, if you're planning on coming here, we used Discover Krakow as a website for tickets. Finding your own way here is the bus 304 or line 304. That service, have your own ticket pre-purchased and save yourself a lot of hassle. Okay, when you get on the bus, there's a little blue machine or yellow machine. Place your ticket in it and validate your ticket. Then you can enjoy your journey. Coming up now is the guide again, so let's listen in and see what this man has to say about this area here.
We may see here different systems of horizontal transport used underground the park. Our mine is first is only wooden slats like on the left, and this slats were pulled by mine is only without animals. It was very tough job, so later miners started to use small wagons. They were still pushed up, pulled by miners. The first wagon, because of the shape, was called the chest. Here once again we may see the dog. And finally, more than 500 years ago, miners started to use horses here. Horses first walked down the mine by ramps. Later, miners used huge wooden lifts to transport them down. We'll see such original lift in the next chamber. Our horses lived here. They had stables on every level, but they were never blind. It happened in coal mines, and it was because of the coal dust. It irritated eyes of horses. So after years of work in coal mines, horses blind. That's why coal miners, they had black lung disease. Everything because of the coal dust in there. The last horse left our mine 20 years ago. Now we are free of animals. We don't have rats, bats, spiders, snakes, frogs, crocodiles, lions, elephants. I think giraffes, and they don't like salt mine, so it's a very safe place. Really, before pandemic, we had in the summer we had about 12,000 people per day, really a lot. Now still about 3,000 people per day, even now. And now we'll turn to the left tunnel, then we'll come back to the chamber which is in front, but first the left. On the left wall of the tunnel, you will see signs of drilling, drill marks. They were done about 1825. In that time, our miners started to use drillings and also explosives to mine salt.
Reason for
Salt Lake. All of these lakes we have in our mind, they are not natural. The water was constantly changed like the here, because last century the system of mining was called hydromining. So mining used fresh water to dissolve rock salt down the brine, which wasn't so clear. It was pumped to such lake for purification. Finally, it was pumped to surface boil, and the product of white salt. What it means, the concentration of salt in this water is maximal. That's why the water is so green. They are 32% of salt. Typical concentration of salt in a sea or ocean water is 3.5%. In a dead sea water, 29%. Here, 32%. We may float on the water like a wood only. We are too buoyant to dive to ground. It's impossible. Somebody jump in. It's a machine called a radiator. It creates waves on the surface just to avoid recrystallization of salt on the surface of the water.
underfoot salt. Interesting narrator and guide. I asked him, he was telling us about the 100 years of independence here in Poland and how they celebrated it just 4 years ago. I asked him where he was from because we thought there might be a connection between Italy and himself, but no, he's quite proud. He's Polish and he has, as you can tell, a great command of the English language. All in all, making the tour even more enjoyable. Great sense of humour, great jokes. He's just fantastic in my opinion. Highly recommended, folks. It's the Salt Mine Tour. And it goes on. 130 feet down below ground at the minute. Meters, which is 300. And about 60 feet, 350. I stand to be corrected. Do your maths, folks. Put the comments up. Prove me wrong, as you always do. But we keep our walking. There's tracks just below us. And these were the old tracks used by the the dogs and the carts. And here we go into another chamber and hand you over to the good man himself. Oh my God!
It's the highest jump up tour. 36 meters, 130 feet. On the Second World War, the whole mine was controlled by Nazis, like the whole Poland. They continued mining. It was a forced labor of Polish miners. And exactly here in this chamber, Nazis built the factory. They produced parts of airplanes here. So why here? Nobody could bomb the factory which was so deep underground. Because this space is enough high. 20 years ago here, there was a first world underground bungee jump on the viewing terrace. 19 years ago, balloon flight. Both things were officially noticed in the Guinness Book of World Records. The small lift which you see is used only by wheelchairs. There is a geological exhibition, different kinds of salt from Poland, and the statue of Stanisław Staszic. He wrote first geological books about the mine. Here on the wall, there is a relief. It shows names of 12 places around the world that were put by UNESCO on the first list of the World Heritage. The mine is one of these 12 places. UNESCO published the first list in 1978. First of the world. The Chapel of Saint Tinga. Everything you may see here was carved by 3 miners, amateurs. The first of them started to carve here in the empty chamber, because you must know that the chamber was finished before they started to carve. So the first of them started to work here in 1895, and then one by one, never together. It means the first died, the second continued, and then everything is sold. Reliefs, figures, altars, chandeliers, the floors, steps, everything sold. It's an active church. Every Sunday morning at 7 o'clock, there is a holy mass here. There are still weddings on the ground. But first the bride, that is the guide, and concerts of classical music, because it's very good acoustic. And we'll walk down slowly in the morning. Steps the up and salt, please be careful. And let's drive around. I'll tell you more details about it. On the wall, there is a swan relief. It shows again the legend about the ring of Princess Kinga, and 3 memorials of these 3 miners. They carved here. The last of them died in 1992. He was 91 years old. There was only one conclusion. Inhale. I'm 139.